Okay, welcome back. Tonight, we are so lucky to have one of our passionate leader, and I know this leader that he is one of the person or a leader who is behind the success of Area 6 Taj Toastmasters Club. And this gentleman or this leader, of course, the time that I met him, he is so quiet. But as I go along and work with him, I knew him very well, and he contributed a lot in Toastmasters community. Right now, he is the current Area 6 area director. And without further ado, please help me welcome our panel moderator for tonight, Toastmaster Sunny Corvilla.
Thank you, CJD, for a generous and kind and encouraging introduction. Dear district, division, area leaders, as well as my fellow Toastmasters and guests. It is my immense pleasure to be a panelist today. To have this panel discussion, we have great leaders. Let me introduce the leaders first, who is going to share their pearls of wisdom to us. With that, we can learn and improve ourselves, and also we can help others to enjoy happiness in our life. The first panelist is a chemical engineer by profession, worked in Saudi Aramco for 27 years. After that, 8 years, he made that company growing as manager of Optimum Learning Training Center. He has a very healthy lifestyle. Enjoy walking a lot in his leadership journey. Please help me welcome past district director, DTM Hassan Magasal, with a big round of applause. Thank you. Now we have another veteran Toastmaster, more than 20 years in Toastmaster, helping many leaders to come up, and he is also my mentor. He was instrumental in bringing Toastmastering to Middle East. He took a lot of roles like president, division director, and the most interesting thing, the most challenging time, recently he established a club with 40 members, and he is president of that club. Please join me welcome DTM SR Freeber for this panel discussion. Thank you. Now, let us understand another leader who is the star of the Star Club at present, president of Taj Toastmasters Club, a club currently during the current program year, out of more than 16,000 clubs, he could elevate the club to third position globally as far as education awards are concerned. And the club is having 42 active members at present. Moreover, in district level, that club is at first top level as far as education awards is concerned. He has doctorate degree in sports psychology. Please help me welcome Toastmaster Dr. Mahesh Pillai. Thank you. Now we have another energetic leader, very charismatic. Just 1 week before, as an area director, I checked the dashboard and his club was having requirement of 2 DCP points. I explained to him, and in 1 week, he achieved 2 DCP points and enough members to make that club President Distinguished Club. Not just President Distinguished Club, with 10 out of 10 DCP points. Please help me to welcome Toastmaster Yusuf Al-Maghribi to this panel discussion. Yusuf, thank you for that. Now, let us understand who is our another panelist. He is past Area 18 Director, past President of PICPA RTC, and he was Toastmaster of the Year in this club during the year 2019, a purchase management professional, and currently serving as purchasing specialist in food aid company. Toastmaster Ferdinand, please help me welcome Toastmaster Ferdinand. Thank you for that. Now, we have the energetic young leader. He joined Toastmaster in less than 1 year now. Even though he is very young, he is a great leader. In less than 6 months, he completed 1 full path from Toastmaster pathways. Not over. And he was challenging enough to take over the VP education position of a struggling club. If he was not there, that club was not going to be in dashboard now. And he is also took the role of VP membership, another club which requires help. Now, please help me, Toastmaster Hassan Hussain, who is a quality specialist working as QC QA manager in Middle East Fiber Cables company. Now we have learned panelists, experienced people, and audience ready. Now let us hear from them with wisdom. Now our panel discussion will go like this. I will be giving topic to each and every panelist in order. Panelists can answer their topic in maximum 2 minutes. In 1 minute, 30 seconds, yellow light, yellow signal will be shown, and in 2 minutes, red signal. As in speeches, there is no grace period. We need to stop. In second round also 2 minutes each, and final round will be 1 minute. There will not be any topic from moderator side, but they can conclude their own topic in 1 minute. In between, if for sure, I encourage audience to ask questions to understand the points of our learned leaders. But send that questions to our question answer master, who is DTM Sunila Chaku. She will be controlling or handling that question answer session. At this point, if anybody is having any questions or clarifications required, we can. Please, another 30 seconds. If any clarification is required by the panelists, by the audience, by role players, please bring it. Hearing none, I hope we are geared to go for the discussion. Are we ready? Yes. Let us energize ourselves with a big round of applause. Thank you. The first topic is to DTM Hassan Magasar. Sir, in your experience, what are the basic culture to be inbuilt in a club to ensure its sustainability? Are we failing to educate the long-term benefits of Toastmasters to the new members as they just focus in public speaking skills? Sir, before you answer the question, let me show one slide which help us to understand what is the purpose of our meeting. Why, what we are trying to do with this panel discussion. As far as Toastmaster objective is concerned, it is like this. TMI provides a supportive and positive learning experience in which a member are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. And how much is the cost for this one? Just £1 per day. Just £1 per day, and Toastmaster training is going to make us something much different, much better. That is one side. Now, when we come to the other side, you can see the cheap chair. You can see that if it is so positive and less cost effective, it is cost effective, just £1 per day. See the table. Area 6 started with 84 members. That's 35, Desert Diamond 25, Mobily Never Surrender 16, and Grand Professional 8. Now we are standing, current membership, Taj 41, Desert Diamond 21, Mobily Never Surrender 20, and Grand Professional 40. And luckily, sorry, we got 2 new clubs. Mecca Toastmasters, thanks to DTM Riyadh, 40 new members, and cast it is under registration process to 20 members. Go to next column where it is showing what is the membership growth. Taj 6 members, Desert Diamond, there is a loss of 4, and sure Toastmaster Yusuf will make it by the end of the month. Mobily Never Surrenders, increase of 4, Grand Professional 6. Yeah, it is really good. There is increase. But what I am trying to emphasize, please go to next column. Taj lost 22 members during this.
New members.
Taj lost 22 members. Thank you for correcting me. Taj got 22 new members. Other clubs 14 each, 40 and 20 for the new clubs. Now go to the next. Members not sustained. We lost Taj 16 members, Desert Diamond 18 members, 10 in Mobily Never Surrender, and Grand Professional 8. Next column is showing what is the loss in membership. Taj lost 46% of the original members who were in the base. Mobily Desert Diamond lost 72%. Mobily Never Surrender 63%, and Grand Professional is at top with 100% loss. This is what we are going to discuss today. One side, very positive, good learning, just £1 per course, and the other side, 100% also loss. Why? This is a paradox, and we are trying to understand this paradox and get some solutions for it. I hope we are ready. The platform is ready. Now let us hear from our panelist, senior most learned panelist. I will read that question once again. In your experience, these two, DTM Hassan Magasal, in your experience, what are the basic cultures to be inbuilt in a club to ensure its sustainability? Are we failing to educate the long-term benefit of Toastmasters to the new members as they just focus in public speaking. Over to you, sir.
Okay. Area 6 director, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. We can hear you.
Okay. Okay. Well, this is very good questions. And as my experience in the Toastmasters for the club culture, once we have all the club officers, the 7 officers, perform their role together as family environment, and during your meeting of the club, if you have family environment culture, and we conduct the meetings, and every officer perform his or her role very well, that will sustain the good environment of the club. This club will show the healthy environment for all the members, the current members and the new members. So my advice first to all club officers to perform their roles well, and all the other members also to join the club together to conduct meetings. And also my second advice, change the meeting agenda. Sometime you have some changing, so all of this will affect positively for the environment, the culture of the club, which sustain the good environment of the club. For the second questions, every Toastmasters, when he joined the Toastmasters arena, he has personal interest, should be different than the other performance personal interest. But so in all culture, all program, these performance interests, like if you need to be developing, presentations, or to be PR, or all of those, so and so, you will get educated by in advance, communication when you completed your basic communication manual. But with the pathways now, it's help the new members to set up their performance, their personal interest from day one. So he can choose the manuals who can help his personal performance or personal interest. So my advice also to the club leaders and the mentors of every club to sit down with the new members to match with the performance or the interest of the new member, so he can set up his plan and he can reach his goal in the future.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for that comment. And that really matters. Today, we just starting from 2 o'clock, we have celebrated Taj Annual Day. And here we met, and it was a family environment. Even in our club meetings, it is a totally family environment. Second is what you mentioned, that every individual member, he should have one personal target. And we really take it from you, and we will try to follow that strictly. Now let us go to the next panelist. It is to DTM SR Sridhar. During the past over 20 years of your Toastmaster journey, you have seen many ups and downs in Toastmasters community in KSI. Many new clubs formed with a great level of enthusiasm. And recently you have formed a new club with 40 members. But many of such new clubs not sustained for long, especially corporate clubs. Why it is like that? I request DTM SR Sridhar.
Thank you, Area Director Sunny, for this question. Yeah, see, new clubs, whatever new, whether it's corporate or not club, it's like a baby. It's a toddler. We need to nurture the toddler since he walks. we should show the same sort of enthusiasm which we show always. When that's one of the secrets. What is happening is that perhaps the people, the enthusiasm wanes by the mentors or the sponsors or the president. This is what perhaps I feel. But since, for example, Mecca Toastmasters, we started with 40. In fact, there are a few more on waiting list. I'm a member of Mecca CFO Academy. It's a global organization for CFO, senior finance professionals. For the last 2 years, we are doing training for CFO like Harvard Business Review and Business Coach. That I used to emphasize in every meeting about strategy, planning, and all. Finally, the things come regarding emotional intelligence, communication, how to present in the board. So these are the things we discussed. At that time, I had emphasized we cannot have a crash program. The Toastmasters didn't answer. For the past 2 years, I have been telling our CEO, Salim Tuki. This year, he took it seriously. And then with Mr. Hari from New Jersey, he's also a Toastmaster. We collaborated together and formed a global everywhere, in US, in UK, in Saudi Arabia, everywhere. So now, for Saudi Arabia, I'm taking care. So we have, the moment we told them what it impacts, everybody became interested. So we closed the membership of 40. We will be including after July, and then that's how we started the Toastmasters.
Thank you, Toastmasters, Sir Sridhar. And what is the recap is we need to create new clubs like a baby. At least for first few years, we need to give them baby milk. So let us do that thing whenever we start a new club. Now, the next topic is to Toastmaster Dr. Mahesh Pillai. Club sustainability to a great extent correlated to the sustainability of members. When members are not there, there is no club. Being president of a club which is sustained all odds and challenges with around 40 active members now. Can you please brief how could you achieve such an awesome situation even in the challenging situation of COVID? What is the driving force which energizes you and your club members to perform better and better?
Thank you, Toastmaster Sunny, the moderator. In the beginning of the program year, we lost many members. Then we decided that extraordinary times requires extraordinary efforts. So we decided to do the outreach events. We conducted an online drawing and coloring competition for the children. More than 300 participants were there in that event. And that event was conducted to spread the vision of Toastmasters to all the people. What happened in normal Toastmasters events? We invite Toastmasters only. We don't go or don't think out of the box, but we think out of the box, and we conducted events for the general public. And with that, we started the Taj Gavels Club. Now Taj Gavels Club having 40 plus members. And we achieved the Smedley Award, one of the first clubs in District 79 to achieve it. We achieved Talk of Toastmasters. Again, I can say one of the first clubs to achieve in District 79. And I can say, and another event we conducted is on the World Environment Day. We conducted another event for the children. That is the best of ways for a creativity event for the children. And now we also completed or achieved the Beat the Clock Award. The other thing is our timing. 54 meetings. 95% of the meetings started on time and finished on time. No meeting cancellation. I would say, think out of the box, be consistent, and make sure you have a good team. It's because we put our heads together. We worked as a team, and we give importance to all the members. And the achievements award we have received we celebrate all our achievement. Even if a member do something small, we celebrate. Back to you, moderator.
Thank you. Since I am from Kutch, let me little bit elaborate what he mentioned. Toastmaster Manas, can we go to that slide once again? Here, the trick is not retaining members by not allowing the existing members to go. Taj is the club in Area 6, the top, they got 22 new members. That is why they could reach this position. Out of 35, beginning 22 is 16 is already gone. So 22 they achieved. For that purpose, they have had many events outside Toastmasters. And the takeaway from this thing is go out of the Toastmasters ring and bring more members by having different events. Attract more members from outside. Thank you, Toastmasters. Now let us see how the next panelist is going to enrich us. It is Toastmaster Yusuf Al-Maghribi. Yusuf, ready?
Yes.
Topic to you. Many Toastmaster clubs consider one or other criteria for enrolling its members, like social status, language, nationality, profession, and corporate. In your opinion, do you think that it is better to have that criteria, or it is better to open it so that we will get unity in diversity? Over to you, Toastmaster Yusuf.
Thank you, Area 6 Director, for this question. I think this is the easiest question to answer so far. Well, for me, it's for sure to have a diversity, of course, but because how are we going to learn? How are we going to enlighten ourselves and to widen our vision by having one same kind of people around us, same kind of people, same thoughts, and same dreams? We in our club celebrated last year our multi-nationalities, all the nationalities. We had people from Canada, Jordan, and everywhere. Yes, last year was a difficult year, but it gave us a chance to reconnect with those who were no longer in KSA and went back to their countries. And it's really important to make sure that you don't have same people just like you, because it might be easier, but it's not going to be enriching. And this is why we make sure to have whoever wants to join our club can join our club. We have no restrictions, whether it is nationality, language, or what have you, as long as you want to become a better communicator, a better leader, and you can speak English, that's it. You are welcome to join our club. And I think this is the best way to do, because we learn a lot from each other and we are able to harness each other's potential better. Those who are great in communication and leadership are going to utilize their skills. Those who have great ability of marketing are going to be useful for us. Everyone in the team is a useful asset, including those who are making us healthier by forcing us to go walk with them. Thank you, and back to you.
That's really good. He explained. First panelist mentioned it should be family atmosphere. Now Toastmaster Yusuf explained how we can have family of multinationals. Very good. Now let us go to next panelist, Toastmaster Ferdinand. This, in my opinion, Toastmaster training is not just to become confident in public speaker, even though we overemphasize that aspect. When we speak, we are going to learn nothing additional, but when we listen, we learn more. In my opinion, Toastmaster training is a challenge we give to ourselves to find a better version of ourselves. What do you think about that?
Thank you so much, Mr. Moderator. I acknowledge the fact that Toastmasters is being stereotyped as an organization for improving one's speaking skills. Little did we know that these organizations offer beyond this, that when you commit yourself to Toastmastering, you will be exposed to a plethora of opportunities of honing yourself. Take listening, for example. The speaking benefits of Toastmastering often overshadows that of listening. We should bear in mind that we learn more in listening. When you talk, you are only repeating what you already know. But if you listen, you learn something new. Thus, we should take seriously every listening opportunity that comes our way, be it and especially in our speech evaluation or advices from our senior Toastmasters and DTMs. In this regard, indulge me in emphasizing these three words for all of us: listen, learn, and grow. On the other hand, Toastmaster training is one good way of challenging ourselves to become a better version of it. It is a proven fact. Take me as an example. I've been a member since 2016. But why I'm still here? Because I have seen how myself evolve from a shy and timid person to what I am now. But it takes time and effort to get out of your comfort zone. It further needs dedication, commitment, and perseverance. Should you want to grow, challenge yourself to grow gradually and raise your standards one step at a time. Toastmaster is a self-paced project. It is not a race, but we should at least have a goal and laser focus on achieving them. Back to you, Mr. Moderator.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Ferdinand. And I am with you. This is, you explain, not only the speech champions can celebrate in Toastmasters, even who are not only, in other words, it is not only for public speaking. It is to make people leaders so that they can have a better life. Now we are going to next panelist, Toastmaster Hassan. The topic is, you are very new to Toastmasters. However, in less than 6 months, you have completed one path from TMI pathways, volunteer to become VP education of a struggling club, and also VP membership for another club. And you are an all-rounder. I never saw you refusing to any role in any club. Triple A, anything, any role, any club, anytime. Let us listen to him. What is the prize he is having?
Thank you, Mr. Moderator, and good afternoon, good evening, fellow Toastmasters. When I was invited by one of the Toastmasters to the Toastmaster meeting as a guest, I was not aware of anything what Toastmaster is and what I'm going to get from here. When I attended 2 meetings as a guest, and I saw the discipline of the team, the culture of the team member, and how they were performing, that inspired me to join the Toastmaster Club. And when I joined the Toastmaster Club, that time I put a mission for myself that I should utilize this platform, and this is the right platform where I can develop and explore my skills. So I put in my mind that utilize this platform, and as this platform provides you to develop your leadership skills, putting in that, I get into my pathway. And the reason of completing my pathway in very short time, the culture and the family-like support from all the senior members who were in the club, who guided me throughout the way, every small nitty-gritty things. And moreover, when I joined Toastmaster, of course, when I was a beginner, in front of the veteran Toastmaster, I feel myself a very small guy. But any small role I play well, they appreciate me a lot. And that gives me a lot of encouragement and support. That was the reason that I keep myself encouraged, and I keep that was the driving force that kept me enthusiastic to achieve my pathways goal, as well as the reason of being in Toastmasters, the environment what we get, the support what we get from our senior Toastmasters. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Hassan. Like one of the panelists said, we treat you as a child in Toastmasters, but not always. We want you to grow and lead us in a short period. With this, we came to the end of the first session. I think we took some extra luxury as far as timing is concerned, being in the first round. This okay is good. Now we are going to our next round. And I request all the panelists to be a little nicer and reduce your time. Maybe at 1:30 we can show the red. 1 minute green and 1:30 red. I request all the panelists, please give me 30 seconds from your valuable time. Now we are going back to same order. DTM Hassan Mahassan. The question I will say in a very short form. In this time, the companies who are hiring, they don't see any difference. If I have DTM or some pathway completion, they don't consider this with some educational degrees. Is it possible some way we can convince the companies that DTM degree is good, and the members who is having this Toastmaster award should be given some priority by using some influence or some lobby from Toastmaster internationally or by us locally? Sir, it is over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sani. This is very good questions. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear very much audible.
Okay, good, good. Well, this is very good questions. You said, yeah, you're totally right. In every company, when they hire the new employee, and how they differentiate between this employee and this employee during the recruiting of the during the interview. Everybody now has education certificate, by BS degree or PhD degree or so on. Now, how to differentiate between this new member and the other, a new employee and the other one, is the skills you have. And in the Toastmasters, this new education program pathways, we can learn 300 skills. I think we cannot find it in any other organization in the world to know 300 skills in the pathways. So back to the company hiring, if you develop yourself for these skills, I'm sure they will choose you more than the other candidate. And now in the companies, all the HR directors, they are young people, so they know about the Toastmasters. So I advise everybody, if any Toastmaster to send his CV, he has to write, I am member of the Toastmasters, because the company will know that Toastmasters give you more skills, which give positive in judgment for the management when they choose, when they decide their decision to choose this employee or the other. So this is my advice to you for this company.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your advice, and I request all of you to change your CV today. I am member of TMA. These are my achievements. With this, we go to next topic, and it is to DTM SR Sridhar. Sir, if you are asked to list the benefits you got from last over 20 years training, what all you will mention in first 5? It will be very lengthy, I know, but let us understand it brief in just 5 achievements or benefits you got. Yeah.
Thank you, Area Director. The first 5 would be, first is listening. Second is emotional intelligence, strategic planning, cross-functional communication, and taking leadership position, taking responsibility. These are the top 5. So, if I can go on listing, one of the past presidents said that if you can get out anything that is there in the Toastmasters, you will never get out from the Toastmasters. That's what it's sustaining and growing. And now, when people look at me, they immediately say, "Yeah, any troubleshooting comes, I am the first person asked to do this things there." Even in the clubs also, that's what developed it. And not only that, whatever I've gained, it would decay if I don't pass it on. So that's what I'm passing it on to all of the people, the proteges and all. And then that's how even Taj is growing, and now I'm doing in Mecca. Okay.
Thank you, DTM Sridhar. Whatever 5 points he mentioned, I don't have to give a recap. It was very condensed and we understand it very well. Now let us go to next topic. Our next panelist. It is to Toastmaster Dr. Mahesh Pillai. In your opinion, how club presidents, its officers, and its ESCOM in general can ensure club sustainability? My request is that explain what should be the acceptable behavior so that the members will be energized or encouraged to continue.
Thank you, Mr. Moderator. So in our club, we have prepared the club success plan a month before we started the program year. So from first day of July 2020, all the club officers know exactly what to do. And we set objectives and target, and TMI has clearly defined the roles and responsibilities of each and every club officer. I think the most important thing is selecting the right person for the right job, selecting the right club officers. And in our club, we have selected the right people who can independently handle the club to be successful. And we meet once in a month to follow up what actions we have done and what objectives and target we have achieved. See, in Taj, every member, every EXCO member has done their role and taken their role collectively and also independently handle their section. So I'll say each and every EXCO member, they need to have collective plan as well as individual plan for success. And I can say whatever targets and objectives we set, we have fulfilled the 100% of that. So if the EXCOM decide and the president is having a will, everyone can achieve it. Right.
The content is before starting, put a target. Don't look left, right, don't look left, straight to the target. That is what we do in Taj. I request you also start that one and we will get to that. Now let us go to our another panelist. It is a topic to Toastmaster Yusuf Al-Maghribi. It has been generally noticed that many members lose enthusiasm after a while, which in turn affects the retention of members adversely. What could be the reasons? How we can overcome it? In short, many members are leaving after say 6 months, and we understood finance is not the matter. But what is the matter? What is your experience? Over to you, Toastmaster Yusuf.
Thank you, AS6 Director, for this question. Well, yes, some members leave the club after a short while, and sometimes it's because they feel that maybe they have committed to something that is gonna take a lot of effort from them. However, a way out of this endless loop may be is to have that member feel as if he's enjoying, he's going like to visit his friend, or better yet, to visit his family. So basically, when a member feels that he's in a very friendly environment where mistakes can happen and will happen, where we all grow together, where no real judgment is there, although there are judges, however, it is a very friendly environment. In that case, we can retain our members. Sometimes, even with all these things, some members do not continue. But we really need to make sure and believe in ourselves not to overstrain ourselves with members leaving because they have other things to do, not only Toastmasters. So sometimes life is happening in their world, in their lives. And that life maybe is just stopping them from being able to continue to attend. However, they will return someday if they feel comfortable. Thank you.
And still some people will leave. So prepare for getting new member. This is the only solution. Now let us hear from next panelist. This Toastmaster Ferdinand. If you are taking over as a president of a struggling club now, when we are pressed from all angles, COVID impact, many difficulties, what are the steps you are going to take to make the current club strong enough and sustain for many years to come? Over to you, sir.
Thanks so much, Toastmaster Sunny. What a wonderful question. If I am the president of a struggling club, I will introduce a club tagline of MAD. Oops, not MAD because everyone is angry, but MAD, which means making a difference. Through the following, first, I will introduce the Involve to Evolve initiative. I will involve and give all members responsibilities so they will feel a sense of accomplishment and worth, and assign them a mentors in the club to ensure that they feel valued. This involvement will eventually help them evolve to a better version of themselves. Second,
Well,
should also propose the Innovate to Invite initiative. I will generate out-of-the-box activities like family-friendly activities. This will promote old members' retention and will also serve as a tool to invite potential new members. This would, of course, still be in line with the mission and vision of Toastmaster International. Lastly, I will build a camaraderie and teamwork. This would then create a sense of belongingness. One, each member felt acceptance, they will consider the club as a family. And who in this world lives a family, isn't it? So please remember these three simple taglines: involve to evolve, innovate to invite, and of course, build camaraderie and teamwork. Back to you, Mr. Moderator.
Involve, give them a sense of accomplishment and help each other. This is what we want to be learned from here. Now let us go to another panelist, Toastmaster Hassan Hussain. The topic for him is as a new member of the club, what were your original expectations from Toastmaster training? What are the basic expectations of a new Toastmaster? Is that club to reach your expectations? If you want to suggest as a new member to the club some improvements to be made, what will be that improvements?
Thank you once again, Mr. Moderator. My expectation when I joined the Toastmasters was not to be just a spectator and watch the proceeding. What I believe is taking roles, involving yourself in participation, take the roles, whatever comes your way. Have a clear-cut plan. Likewise, I had chosen my first pathway in the second week of my joining in Toastmasters. So I was expecting that I should have more opportunities in the club to participate and to explore my pathways. And yes, the club, what I was expecting, the support from the experienced member in the Toastmasters, they have stood towards my expectation. They provided me an enormous amount of support and the guidance. That was the main reason I was so energetic to take up my pathways forward. And I also feel that whenever you come forward to take up any role, take any challenges, the club team, the club excom, they are you will find them most welcoming you to provide more number of opportunities. So these were the basic thing. I was ready to take any challenges, any moment, and to participate more. That was the reason.
Thank you, Toastmaster Hassan, for explaining that thing. With this, we conclude the second round, and we are running short of time. I request the panelists to conclude their conclusive remark in less than 1 minute, please. And let us start with DTM Hassan Magas. Over to you, sir.
Thank you for this, invited me for this session. It's very nice. I learned from the other leaders a lot from their advices. And I would like to raise my congratulations to you and all the Area 6 leaders for this wonderful, successful event. And with this, I would like to remind, we passed with this pandemic, COVID-19, and as a Toastmasters, we affected like other organization, of course, but we still are alive, and we will still alive, and we continue with the Toastmasters. And inshallah, we will clear all of these, and we'll go back to our physical meetings to get more benefit from the meeting each other. And hopefully we'll see you next time physically, inshallah, with Area 6. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for coming and joining. Now let us hear from DTM SR speaker. Yeah, closing. 1 minute.
In short, we need to nurture clubs till they bring out from their infancy and build leaders like Hassan. We have built leaders like Hassan now. Within 6 months, he can take any role. So that's what we are doing it in Taj Club. We have almost 25 members who can take any role. That's what we have built up. So not only that, I will use my experience to give it to others, not keep it myself, and we build grow leaders. That's what it's like. If we grow leaders and touch the people's lives, there's very less possibility that we lose members. As I said, if you can get out everything that is from Toastmasters, you will never get out of Toastmasters.
Thank you. Thank you, DTM SR speaker. Now let us hear from Dr. Mahesh Pillai.
My dear Toastmasters, there is opportunity in every obstacle. Make use of it. Think out of the box. Be consistent. And make sure that you spread the motto of Toastmasters outside Toastmaster groups. And lead by example. There won't be any problem in membership, and the clubs will sustain. And that's we have proved. It's not just a word. That's what we have proved in Taj Toastmasters. All to you, moderator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dr. Mahesh Pillai. Now let us hear from Toastmaster Yusuf Al-Maghribi.
Thank you, Area 6 Director. My message is to be resilient. Be resilient as much as you can. COVID-19, COVID-22, we don't care. We are resilient. We face challenges, we conquer them. This is my message in Toastmasters and outside. Thank you. Back to you.
Toastmaster Ferdinand.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Toastmasters Honey. For my final message, let me just get back to you the Toastmaster core values, which are respect, integrity, service, and excellence. These Toastmaster core values are evident in my club, which is PRTC, home for thousands of Filipino Toastmasters for 25 glorious years. We respect each other regardless of profession. We do the right thing even no one is watching. We serve wholeheartedly without expecting anything in return. We always strive to excel. The mantra is to excel. Thus, PRTC has been a President Distinguished Club for 18 consecutive years. PRTC stood the test of sustainability by adhering to these core values. I hope that everybody should epitomize and apply these values proactively without reservation. That we should have this conscious goal of passing over these values to each and every new members of the club. And rest assured, we should celebrate 25 more glorious years in our Toastmaster fraternity. Over to you, Mr. Moderator.
Thank you. Thank you. Now let us hear from Toastmaster Hassan Hussain.
Dear fellow Toastmasters, when we joined the Toastmaster in the beginning, we saw the champions of their field. And being a newcomer, sometimes we get into inferiority complex. My advice to those new Toastmasters is never compete with them. Always do the best of yourself and compete with yourself. And the second advice from my side is be ready for any challenge. Don't get afraid of taking challenges. Come forward, take any role, you will be towards the success. With this, I conclude.
Thank you. Don't compete with others. If you compete with others, everybody will be your enemy. But the moment you start competing within yourself, everybody will support you to win. Compete yourself. Now with this, we conclude the panel discussion. Now it is time for our audience questions, and it will be conducted by DTM Sunila Thakur. And I request DTM Sunila Thakur to take over and conduct this question answer session. The criteria is like this. Any question answers will be taken care by DTM Sunila Thakur. Over to you, DTM.
Thank you so much, moderator, Toastmasters Sunny, for a wonderful session. Here we have a few questions, and here we go. First question from Dr. Salim Hakim is, corporate club sustainability is the biggest driver of area and division, and therefore the district dashboard. How can we sustain corporate club? To the panelists. Who would like to answer? Toastmaster Sunny?
Probably, I think I am the right person to answer because I am from a corporate segment. What happens is, anything which comes to you free, no value. In corporate clubs, what happens is money, the cost it is paid by the corporate, and the time is also from corporate. They don't take it serious. They will give 1.5 hours, they will go, they will celebrate and come back. So some sort of, one is free, and second is they really don't understand what is the benefit. Maybe the management should mention as a criteria, there is something KPI and KRA, key performance indicator and key result area. It is not like that companies give somebody sponsor this thing and they don't know what is happening. When the company is sponsoring somebody, they need to see within 6 months, you have to reach this one. Within 1 year, you have to reach this thing. And company management need to focus and monitor. This is what I feel. I hope this answered your question. Over to your question answer, Master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sunny. The next question is straight away from the DTM Hassan Magazal from DTM Mufid Mustafa. DTM Hassan Magazal, the question is as follows. Despite the individual differences, what is the average time required to complete one path and mastering the target competencies? DTM Hassan Magazal. DTM Hassan Magazal, are you there? I cannot hear. Is the connection clear? DTM Hassan Magazal, probably I've lost the connection with DTM Hassan Magazal. So we can redirect the question to someone else. Toastmaster Sunny?
Yeah, I request Toastmaster Mahesh Pillai to answer this question.
Toastmaster Mahesh, Dr. Mahesh, please. Can I repeat the question? Shall I repeat the question?
Yes, please.
Yeah. Despite the individual differences, what is the average time required to complete one path and mastering the target competencies?
I think I am the right person to answer this question, who has completed 5 paths in this program year. The next week I will be completing my 5th path. There is individual differences, but it depends. It's a self-paced learning. So if you want, you can complete one path in 1 month or 1.5 months. It depends on how much commitment, how much time you have, and how much dedication you put into completing a path. There are people who takes long time. There are people who take less time to complete. We have who, the newly joined Toastmasters who has completed his path in 3-4 months, and people who are completed in 1 year. So it's entirely dependent on the person. You cannot say what is the average. It depends. It's a self-paced learning. Depends on your self-motivation. Back to you.
Thank you, Dr. Mahesh.
Next question.
Next question. It's from DTM Mufid Mustafa and it goes to DTM Sridhar. DTM Sridhar, are you there? Yes. DTM Sridhar, the question is as follows. If you are given the authority, would you continue with the pathway system or go back to the conventional system? DTM Sridhar.
I will go with the pathway system. Pathways have been researched and then the Toastmaster International will come with it. There can be some areas which we can work on it, but pathways is definitely superior to the old system. So we need to that's a metamorphosis in whatever learning we do. The syllabus changes to meet the current criteria. But for this, there are 11 parts currently. So it addresses each individual's what focus he has got. So this at least gives more specialization. There can be some areas which we can work on it, we can improvise, that's a separate matter. But definitely I'll go with pathways.
Thank you, DTM Sridhar. Shall we go with the next question, please? Toastmaster Sunny, shall I proceed next question? Yes. The next question is from Toastmaster Yusuf. For a new members, what is the best advice you can give to stay in Toastmasters? Anyone? Any one of the panelists?
I can answer.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, DTM Sunila. Definitely the best advice I can give to a new members is to focus on its goal, because without goal, you will go far away. Remember, the first thing that you join the Toastmaster and you choose to be a Toastmaster fraternity is to develop yourself to become a better version. So always bring this platform in every time you will attend a meeting. What is your goal? What is your mission? Should I how can I improve myself if I don't have any goal, right? So the best advice is definitely know your goal and enjoy the Toastmasters because we could learn a lot from it. Back to you, DTM Sanila.
Thank you so much, but you have to stay there only because there's another question which is addressed to you only, sir. The question is, what is the secret of PRTC? Why every member enjoy their journey there?
Thank you so much for that wonderful questions. Definitely, PRTC has a legacy, which I mentioned on my last speech, which is their mantra is to become an excellence. So every members of Toastmasters, we have this passion to strive and look for the excellence in everything what we do. We always serve wholeheartedly to every single things what we do. We never expect anything in return. And most importantly, we always respect each other. We support each other and we lift each other so that everyone will develop and become a good leader and an excellent member as well in our club. Back to you, Itian Sinila.
Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
question answer, Master. And I think we can, you don't have any further questions?
No.
Okay.
Thank you so
Now,
much. I will
let
return
us
the lecture
invite-
to moderator.
DTM Sunila Chaku, it is question answer session is over, I hope.
Yes, sir. It is over.
Yeah, thank you.
Moderator TM Sunny, is it over? Thank you so much. And for all the panelists who explained them very nicely. Thank you.
Now it is time, thank you DTM Sunila Chaku for conducting this question answer in a wonderful way. Now let us get certificate of appreciation from the marketing manager DTM Sus Valencia.
Thank you so much,
Yes,
Toastmasters.
Stage is yours.
Yes. Thank you so much. This event will not be successful without the help of our committees or those leaders who are behind of organizing this event. So let me start first with our Zoom master, Toastmaster Manas Albukhari, our timer, Toastmaster Shijumon Jos, our program committee chair, Toastmaster Roy Jos, and our Q&A moderator, Distinguished Toastmaster Sunila Chaku, our panel moderator, Toastmaster Sunny Coruvilla, our panelists, Distinguished Toastmaster Hassan Maghasel, Distinguished Toastmaster Sridhar, Toastmaster Mahesh Pillai, Toastmaster Ferdinand Gueco, Toastmaster Yusef El Mograbi, and Toastmaster Hassan Hussein. So thank you all for your participation and your invaluable contributions for this first panel discussions in our E3 project. Since I am also the closing remarks, I would like to thank Toastmaster Sunny for coming forward and lead this first panel discussion of my project in high performance leadership. The combination of our panelists tonight, it's between senior or between expert and novice. And I can say that with whether they are seniors or whether they are novice in leadership, but they enjoyed being a leader and they enjoyed being a Toastmasters. Tonight, we have a lot of take home that we can apply, the best practices and standards that you heard from our panelists. So every year, every term, we are struggling with membership and we are struggling if the club will be sustainable or not. However, hearing from our panelists, their success stories and their secrets. And I believe one of the secrets that they have is the enjoyment in their heart when they are serving their members as a leader. They are so passionate in Toastmasters, even though they face so many challenges during this pandemic time. But as a leader, as they have mentioned, You need to be together, stick together, and give the best service that you can give to your members. With that, I enjoyed listening to the different best practices or secrets of our panelists. And I do hope that each one of you will also apply those practices that you heard from our panelists. Each each panelist is a member of different clubs, but they have different experiences and they have different success stories in their club. So fellow members and fellow leaders, please, when you go back to your club, apply those practices and never forget the promise of Toastmasters, why we are here in Toastmasters, why we are enjoying our journey in Toastmasters, and why we are serving our members despite of many challenges and difficulties. So thank you so much. And I conclude these panel discussions, but I know that we have a lot of leaders who are here right now, and they can also share their experiences if they want to share something. We have different division directors right now, like Toastmaster Salim Hakim. Is he still here? Toastmaster Salim Hakim, Toastmaster DTM Shikartiwari. Our club in Didac, club president of Didac, the newly elected DTM Feta Inayal. DTM Feta Inayal has a lot of experiences because he is a member around the world. DTM Feta, are you with us?
Yes. I'm with you. Okay. Am I audible? Am I audible?
Yes, DTM Feta.
Okay. Well, look, really, there is no need to really go and look everywhere, anywhere. The answer is very simple. You want to sustain clubs? You want to have more members? Give them two things. One, find out why they joined in the first place so that you can help them achieve their own objective. Each member has his own objective. Second thing is fun. Just make sure you have fun. You know, I mean, I see some of the meetings sometimes so strict, and from the time they start all the way, they follow the rules and strict. Have fun in a meeting. Learning while having fun. That's what Smedley said to us. These are the only two secrets that you can sustain members, increase members, and sustain clubs. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to speak. Thank you.
Thank you, DTM Feta. DTM Summer Kamal, do you want to add something?
Thank you, DTM SES. Actually, I would like to thank you for leading this project, your HPL project, which is the panel discussions. And maybe I was in rush at the beginning, so we can start because we started late. We focus here in empowering and improving the clubs in Riyadh. And we are almost maybe over 30 or 40 clubs. But in fact, if you go to the clubs, you will find that they are less than 10 to 15 clubs only that they can help and serve the people. So our goal was in the E3 project, or the Educate, Empower, and Expand, is that we help all the clubs to be strong clubs. Panel Discussions Group Project, which is DTM SES HPL project, is one of the projects that can help in that. And thankfully, Area 6 with DTM Sunny, they took the lead of the first panel discussion session to organize it and to run it in this successful way, and to bring guests and experts and newbies that can share, or they shared already, the experiences and the success stories and the ingredients of a successful club. I would not add much on what they said, on what also DTM says mentioned and concluded with, but only one thing I would like to add or to emphasize on is that if you want a successful club, build it as a family. Make it a family club, you will find it very successful club. Thank you all, and thanks to DTM SES. Back to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, DTM Summer. Now I would like to return the control of this virtual lectern to Toastmaster Sunny for the final word, because I know that they have their annual celebration in touch. Toastmaster Sunny, thank you.
Thank you, DTM SES, DTM Samir Kamal, for giving us this opportunity. We consider all opportunity for learning. It was a wonderful opportunity. Thank you, panelists, DTM SES, DTM Samir Kamal, and all leaders who came here and helped us to conduct this event in a wonderful way. I hope it was beneficial for all of us. With this, I conclude, signing off, and see you with next panel discussion soon. Good night, all of you.